The desert was still, a vast emptiness stretching in every direction, harsh, quiet, waiting. At its center stood a mountain, not ordinary stone, but a place where heaven would touch the earth. Mount Sinai. The Israelites gathered at its base, a people rescued from slavery, now preparing to meet the God who freed them. They watched, a mix of awe and fear in their eyes. Suddenly, the silence shattered. Thunder cracked across the clear sky. Lightning flashed like fire ripping through the clouds, illuminating the peak of the mountain. A trumpet sounded, not blown by human hands, growing louder and louder until the mountain itself began to tremble. And then God spoke. His voice wasn't a whisper carried on the wind, nor was it a riddle to be solved. It was a voice so powerful that the ground shook beneath their feet, a voice that echoed with the force of creation itself. What came next were not suggestions or cultural guidelines for a single tribe. They were the very foundation of moral order, words etched not just on stone, but meant to be carved into the heart of all humanity. I am the Lord your God. The words thundered down the slopes, commandments declaring singular loyalty to the Creator. Rules protecting the sacredness of family, honoring the gift of life, preserving truth, and guarding the soul from the corrosion of envy and idolatry. These were laws not born from human politics or social experiments, but flowing directly from the divine character of God himself. Moses, their leader, climbed into the thick darkness that covered the mountain, into the heart of the thunder and lightning, into the very presence of the Almighty. There, on that holy ground, God carved his eternal words onto tablets of stone with his own finger. 40 days passed. 40 nights, the people below waited, their world having been forever changed. When Moses finally descended, his face glowed with an unearthly radiance, a living testimony that no one encounters the living God and remains the same. The 10 Commandments were more than rules. They were a covenant, a sacred agreement. They were an identity, a direction. They were a blueprint for a people called to reflect God's own character in a broken and chaotic world. This moment on a shaking mountain, beneath a burning sky, was the birth of a moral code that would shape nations, influence laws, and define conscience for thousands of years to come. It serves as a timeless reminder that true freedom is not the absence of all boundaries, but the security found within divine order. The God who had rescued Israel from physical chains now gave them something far greater than deliverance. He gave them purpose. Thank you for watching. If this story moved you, please like, share, and subscribe for more content that explores the foundations of our world. We'll see you in the next video.